Hello and welcome back to our GarageBand course. I'm going to show you guys some editing effects as you work through your recorded podcast. So by now you should all have your audio laid down that you recorded yourself, and should be to the point now where we're editing our total audio and adding in some jingles. So when you open up GarageBand, it's usually going to default to your computer's media. And just as a reminder, you need to click on the infinity button here to get to the jingles, and those jingles are located underneath the podcast icon. So to pick a jingle, you drag it into the jingles bar here, and let's just see what our sound like.
Alright, hello and welcome to the Minnesota.
Okay, so the music is too loud for my voice, so either I can turn the volume up on my voice, or I can turn the volume up or turn the volume down, excuse me, on the jingles. I prefer to turn it down on the jingles so the voice portion doesn't get distorted. So let's just go ahead and drag this down. Okay, let's try that again.
Alright, hello and welcome to the Minnesota Matcast. I'm sitting here today with two-time national champion Tony Nelson in his hometown of Isanti, Minnesota. Tony, how you doing?
Doing great. It's good to be here.
So
now we necessarily don't need to have music playing throughout a whole interview. So maybe what I want to do is have the music a little louder right at the start and go ahead and have a fade in place. So to do the fade, you need to click on, right now it's already open, but you need to click on this arrow and have track volume come up. You want to check that box, and then we want to click on the bar where we want to have the fade begin. So we don't need to have these lined up either. We can push this out a little bit, and that'll probably work a little bit better with our music. But as far as the fade goes, let's figure out where we want that.
Alright, hello and welcome to the Minnesota Matcast. I'm sitting here today with two-time national champion Tony Nelson in his home.
I would say we'd probably want to fade right about where I start to talk. So we'll click there, and then all you need to do is click and drag down where you want the fade to happen. It's really pretty simple. So let's drag it back. We have the fade in place now.
Alright, hello and welcome to the Minnesota Matcast. I'm sitting here today with two-time.
So we can see how much that adds to the quality of the recording is not having too much audio going on at the same time, so the listeners aren't too confused by what they're hearing, or overwhelmed, I guess would be a better way to put it. But so now that we have a good idea of how to resize these recordings and how to do the fading in and out, I can show you guys how to share it so you guys can upload it and have your peers evaluate and give you some feedback on it. So once you're good with your product, for now we're going to have another draft before the end of the class, but once you're good for this draft, you're going to go ahead and click on share, and you're going to export your podcast to disk. Okay, and it's going to compress it for you, leave it as a spoken podcast, and we don't really have any artwork, so we don't need to worry about that. Click export, and then just to keep it easy for you, I usually save it to the desktop. Give it whatever name you want, then you're going to hit save. So now it's going through this mix down, and what that means is it's going through all the audio, and if there are some things that stand out to the computer, they trim them up and fix them a little bit. It won't get rid of any of your content, but it just makes it a more finished product and gets rid of all the extra data that's attached to it right now. So that makes it more manageable for size, in case you guys were wondering. So now it's converting it to the new file that you are going to be uploading. And since we all are working with Macs and GarageBand, nobody should have any issues with listening to each other's podcasts. And then once it's done recording, you're going to go to the Moodle website, and I'm going to have a place for you to upload your recording to, and it'll be under lesson 3. And that's really all I have for you guys right now. So keep up the good work. If you have any questions, let me know through our Twitter hashtag, or through the Moodle course website, or through our Google Hangouts. Thanks a lot.